Welcome to second video where we'll be discussing about dollar index and its components. Two things we need to know before we go into the video. The first one is dollar index and its components, that is EUR-USD, GBP-USD, that is Great British Pound, and USD. They have inverse relationship. The reason is very simple. This is dollar index, that's EUR-USD, GBP-USD. USD-JPY is having a direct relationship with that of dollar index. That's one. Number two, what we need to do is we discuss USD INR, though it is not part of the dollar index. With that, let's go into the background. Dollar index closed this week at 105.076. It's more or less remained flat, and it's 0.96% this week, and it formed a solid red candle because last week it formed a doji. The previous week it was riding along the Bollinger upper band. So because it has formed such a red candle, in the monthly chart it closed powerfully in the month of April by forming a solid green candle and closing above the key exponential moving averages and the Bollinger middle band. Of course, in this month, because of such a pullback in the weekly chart, you are seeing a bearish harami type. Till now it has formed in dollar index. Of course, the key levels of Bollinger band is going to hold very strongly. In the daily chart, what dollar index did was it went down, but it managed to take support strongly at the 50-day simple moving average, and it bounced off nicely. So this gives us a good picture of how EUR-USD and GBP-USD would have done. And of course, we discuss USD-JPY before we go into that, because it is having a direct correlation. Same thing it has mimicked. What happened? It closed powerfully above the Bollinger upper band in the weekly chart last week. This week it formed a big solid red candle in the upper week, going well above the Bollinger upper band. That means it has taken a new high this week. It touched around 160 levels. From there it started falling, and it formed a big bearish engulf, and it is almost near the key exponential moving averages. In the monthly chart, after closing powerfully the month, the same as that of dollar index, it has now formed a solid red candle. Of course, it has now closed at 152.928 in this week, in the month, and in the week also it has closed at the same level. And in the daily chart, it has followed the same pattern as that of dollar index, with the lower leg touching the 50-day exponential simple moving average and bouncing off nicely. So that is what had happened on the last trading day. EUR-USD and GBP-USD, on the other hand, it has formed a solid green candle, third week in succession in the weekly chart. Both has formed. Of course, GBP has formed a second week in succession, but it has formed a powerful green candle, but still below the key exponential moving averages. In the monthly chart, both has formed a solid red candle, because obviously, right, because it has to form a solid red candle in the month of April. Of course, in the 3 days, it has formed a solid green candle. It is just the opposite of it, right? So it is still below the key exponential moving averages, but above the Bollinger middle band. So dollar index, on the other hand, in the daily chart, it is going up significantly in the both EUR-USD and GBP-USD, but the 50-day simple moving average is acting as a strong resistance for both. USD INR. So USD INR, it's very simple. In this week it formed a spinning top, another spinning top. Last week it formed a doji kind of a thing. It opened a gap below. The upper week touched the upper band, and lower week touched the exponential moving average, and it closed at 83.376, the USD INR futures. And it is though it's moving in a sideways, as we have stated many times, there is a breakout is going to happen. It is imminent, and the breakout on the upward side is more likely than on the downward side. The reason being, it closed the month of April with again another spinning top, and in this month it has formed a small red candle, but the key levels of 100-day, 50-day, all the simple moving averages are held in the daily chart, and hence now we expect USD INR to break significantly in the upward direction. So dollar index and USD-JPY is taking support at 50-day simple moving average, sum and substance. EUR-USD and GBP-USD are facing resistance at 50-day simple moving average. That's what the sum and substance of dollar index and its components. Thank you very much. We will see in third video.